Hello, it's Andrea, and I know I haven't filmed in a while. YouTube's been broken. My mom was in town. Now Michelle's in town. She is off in the corner laughing at old pictures of me. It's very rude. But she has no makeup on. So we're not gonna, I know it's Halloween, but we're not gonna scare you guys that fast. But I do have something very scary to show you other than Michelle's unfinished face. You're ruined. It's my nails. They're bloody. And I figured since Halloween's coming up, I want to kick it off with a nail tutorial. It's very simple. You only need one thing, it's a nail polish, and you'll be able to achieve this bloody nail art look for the Halloween season. Okay, let's get started.
So here's what you're going to need. You're going to need a tool that's pointy like so. I'm using a nail, red nail polish for the blood, and a clear coat as well. You're going to need something that you can drop nail polish onto without it being soaked up. So don't use a paper towel or anything like that. I'm using paper. And if you want to, you can use a base coat, but you don't have to. You can leave your nails clear, but I'm going to use white for this tutorial. Okay, so the first step is if you are going to use a base coat, then go ahead and apply that now. But if you are using a base coat, make sure that it dries 100% before you move on to the next step, because if it's not, then the colors can smear together and it's not going to look good. It's going to be a big old mess and you don't want that. So make sure that it's 100% dried before you move on to the blood. Okay, so I'm going to create the illusion of splattered blood, and it has to start from somewhere. So I want to kind of create like a little foundation for the blood to kind of rise up from. So I'm going to cover the tips of my nails with red nail polish. It does not have to be perfect. Okay, so now that the tips of my nails are done, I'm going to go ahead and take my little tool, and this is just a regular nail that I'm using for this, and you can use whatever you want, whatever works for you. And I'm going to take my red nail polish and I'm going to put a couple of drops on the piece of paper, and I need a couple of drops because I need enough nail polish to form like little blobs at the end of my tool. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my tool and I'm going to dip it into the red blood, and then I'm going to come down to my nail and I'm going to create almost like an upside down tear shape. And that's going to create the illusion of like splattered, dripping blood. And that's what we want. Since it's drops of blood, or appearing as drops or splatters of blood, the shape can be really however you want, but I will warn you, if the stream connecting the drop to the tip of your nails is too thin, it will look like a lollipop, and you don't want that. So you can just kind of go back in and thicken it up a little bit, mainly towards the end of the stream, so it looks more like it's dripping down from your red tips. Then after I have the streams of blood how I want them, I'm going to go ahead and add little baby drops of blood wherever it kind of fits in to kind of create the illusion of dripping blood. Okay, so now I'm just going to go ahead and finish the rest of my nails, and here is the almost finished look. But if you look at my ring finger, I went ahead and did not apply a base coat. This way you guys can just see what it looks like without a color behind the blood. Now the very last step, once you're finished, is you want to go ahead and apply a clear coat. But before you do that, make sure that your nails are completely dry, because you don't want to smear the blood around. You will have to start all over again, and I don't want all your hard work to go to waste. So make sure it's dry. And once you're finished with your clear coat, you will be done with your bloody Halloween season ready nails. And also, I showed you what it looks like with the ring finger bear, but here is what it looks like without the ring finger bear, with the full set done with the white base underneath. And again, here is the finished look, and that's all for this tutorial.
So I hope that you guys like this. I'll see you guys very shortly with my next tutorial. I love you. Bye. She knocked over my plant. Oh, look at her.